Hey everybody, Board Bob, we're back with Factorio. So in this episode, I said we were going to go ahead and make ourselves a car, and we're going to check out the neighborhood. Um, so let's go ahead and get this started. The first thing we need for a car is we're going to need some engines. And I already gathered up the stuff. We need 5 engines. Each engine needs a motor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that'll limit us to just making the 1, or just making the 5 rather. So we'll let that cook. And then also we need steel plate and gears, which we've got both, so we're good to go there. We're also going to want some ammo. So let's go over here. And one of the things we're going to do, we're going to dump all of this regular ammo we've got, and we're going to pick up some armor piercing ammo. Might as well have it, right? We're gonna just snag everything out of both crates. What the heck? We're all filled up on our military science because we're not researching any military science yet, so we can steal from it and it'll just keep right on filling it. We'll be good to go there. Alright. So how's this doing? Alright, we got 3. So while we're waiting, let's look at technology. So we want meteor point defense. It's one of the things we want because eventually we're going to have rocks falling down on top of us. We want our large power poles, so let's do large power poles. Let's do meteor point defense. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and snag our blue science so we can start working on creating it. We can't create it yet because we don't have the sulfur and the red circuits, that we're not building them yet. But we can knock out the research for it and snag that. Stack inserters, let's go ahead and grab the research so that we can start making all of our inserters at that point. Modular armor, we always want to keep upgrading our armor to better armor, so we'll snag that. Accumulators require batteries and what else? What else do they take? Batteries and iron plates. Well, batteries, I don't think we're making the batteries yet. What have you, because we don't have any of our fluid handling stuff yet. We'll hold off on the accumulators. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Concrete walls. Stronger walls made from concrete. I think we're okay for now on that. That gives us solid fuel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab flammables. And mining productivity. We're waiting on the blue science to grab that one. And since we don't have the blue science yet, but we can, well, yeah, we'll throw it in there. We're not producing oil yet, so that's not going to do us a lot of good, but you know, we'll throw it in there. We'll get it knocked out and we'll go from there. So like I say, we're going to build a car and we're going to run around here and we're going to go and try and push out this edge. We'll go around the biters and stuff as best we can. We're going to try and push out the edges of this map, see what's out there, to kind of give us a better idea of where we're going to expand to. In the meantime, while we're waiting on this, which it's probably pretty close to being done, we'll go ahead and just do it. One of the other things we're going to think about doing, because we need to think about making glass. And these glass plates, they're pretty simple. It's just sand. Sand comes from stone, and then you smelt it and you get glass. But we need that. Where is it? to make solar panels. So we're going to have to start producing a lot of glass at some point. So we're going to have to go ahead and set up an area to make that. So when we get back, I think we will do that. So let's go ahead and get our car built. Now, we live in a pocket dimension where our car can fit in our pocket. So in order to drive our car, we're going to need fuel, which means we're going to need coal. So let's go up here and grab some coal. How many stacks we got? That should, well, we don't want to run out on the road. That's for sure. All right, there we go. So where are we going to go first? I think we're going to go up in this direction, because this is where we're talking about expanding to, is up in here. So we're going to just open this up a little bit, see if we can kind of come up here and cut this off here so we can get that iron. So let's go on up here. And we're not you know what? Let's put that back for a second. We're not planning on running into anything and fighting it. But you just never know. So just to be safe, we are going to dump the stuff we don't need. No sense carrying it with us and inadvertently losing it. Simply because we were stupid. We'll keep the turrets, we'll keep the grenades, get rid of the boxes. We'll take some walls to be safe. And then let's go down here and get ourselves some healing packs, just to have them, just in case we need them. All right. They like us up in this corner now. There's a couple of biter bases here that we're going to want to have to take care of. So they're hitting this corner a lot. I added to the walls because they could come down on all of this. So they're a little closer. They do a little bit of damage before they get killed. So we just have to keep an eye on it, keep it refilled. They're not going to bug us that much. You can see our trees in our base are starting to kind of die off and stuff. That's the results of that pollution. You'll see as our pollution cloud expands, it starts to kill the native environment. Also, down here, see our water is no longer blue. It's now greenish. And that's an indicator that the water is becoming polluted and what have you. We don't seem to care. We thrive off of the pollution. Say of that what you will. But it doesn't seem to bother us. Now let's get out of these trees, because the car has only so many hit points, and it will take damage with the trees and stuff like that. So we try not to run into the trees if we don't have to. We have a tank, we can plow right through that stuff, but we don't have a tank. Tanks take damage too, but they take a lot more damage. Eventually we'll have a tank, and then we'll have a lot of fun. So let's fuel us up, and we'll put the rest of it in the trunk, and we'll fuel. You know what? Let's take half of what's here. We'll only put half of it in there, and half of that. That way, if something happens, we don't lose it all. All right. Enter to get in the car. It's the WASD keys to navigate the car. See, we took a little bit of damage. so we want to be careful of as far as what we run into. We can now outrun the biters, so as long as we don't get stuck somewhere, we'll be okay. We don't want to get stuck on rocks or anything like that, for obvious reasons. So we're trying to keep an eye on where we're going, and we're trying to keep an eye on the mini-map at the same time to kind of keep an eye on where we're trying to explore. So, you know, it helps if you have 4 eyes. You know, if we run across any goodies, we might as well pick them up, right? I doubt we'll go over here and pick that up. We're not going to pick these walls up. It's not worth it just for the walls. Mostly we're trying to get a feel. Can we pick them up while we're still in the car? Yes, we can. Okay, good. We're trying to get a feel of how this continent is. Oh, we got lots of these guys here. Now, if they get in front of us, they will slow us down and eventually stop us. So we don't want to do that either. But we can outrun them, and eventually they will stop following us. They'll get tired and you know, disinterested. Come down here between them. Oops. That's what I say. We don't want to run into rocks. Trees will give us damage too, but we can at least get through the trees. We can get through the rocks if you hit them enough. But, you know, why damage your vehicle if you don't have to? We're going to try and take the shortest path possible. Try and get out of here. We're going to keep an eye on our damage. Anything in there we really need or want. And you want to be careful with this when there are landmines around it. We're not going to try and pull out all those walls just yet. It's kind of a shame that you can't recycle in this game. You can with a mod, because, you know, as you use things up that you don't need anymore, you could recycle them. And for as technologically as advanced as we supposedly are, that we're on another planet, we don't seem to care about recycling. Now, we don't want to get stuck down in there. Ooh, they're coming. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to get stuck where the biters are going to get you trapped in an area. You can't. There is a machine gun on the car, so we're going to use the machine gun. But right now, we're not out to wipe out the biters. That's not our goal at the moment. Our goal at the moment is to figure out where we are, where we can expand, where we can kind of cut areas off. Now, because I have my nanobots activated, every time I get out of the car, they're going to repair the car for me. They won't do it while I'm in the car, because I can't use my handheld weapons, and the nanobots launcher is considered a weapon. But we can repair the car every time we get out. That's why you'll see the damage will go away. Now eventually I'll run out of nanobots and, you know, won't be able to do that, but we're not going to get too crazy about that, because by then we'll probably be back home. And I'm just trying to pick up the freebies, much of them as I can. Let's see how we're doing on the map. Alright, so we see we can cut this off here, and this coast continues on up, so we know that we can cut this off. So let's go down this coast just to see what's there, and we got to get around this cliff to do it. Where is this cliff? Okay, there it is. There we go. Alright, so there's the cliff. Oh, rock. I do okay going forwards with the WASD keys. I don't do so great going backwards. I keep forgetting it's you know, reversed. So let's go back over here and try and go up straight and see where we can cut this off at. Alright. Well, that turns nicely. One thing you will find with these cliffs, they follow the coastlines a lot. Come on. Up. We destroyed enough trees to get a achievement in destroying trees. Nice. Alright. So we got some big biter bases here. Uh-oh. Don't run into the rocks when the biters are chasing you. That's a bad thing. Alright. Wait for the few stragglers to come up here. So we're going to skirt around the edge of this forest. Nice little copper patch there. Too bad there's a whole crap ton of biters with it. Ooh. We got ourselves in a little bit of a corner. Driving at night is hard. Driving into cliffs is harder. That that's all a cliff right there. Alright. Go around the cliff. Don't fit that one. Alright, well, we will go east and see if we can find the... Oh, let's not get stuck in all the rocks right now. Not run into the trees and the rocks and everything else. I was hoping we could go straight up and lop that off, but it doesn't look like that is a coastline. It looks like that was just a pond or something. But we could potentially come across and down. That would do it for us. If we came across here and down, that would cut that off. So let's head southish. South-southwest. And see what we find. Oops. Other than running into boulders. So we're going to follow this coastline here. We'll see where it goes. Water will stop you. Let's avoid the worms. Alright, so that looks like that goes back up and around that way. But I do believe this will take us back down towards home. Right? Alright, let's see what that gives us. Alright, so that's that lake. So if we were to cut off here and here, that gives us this whole area here, which gives us a lot more iron, gives us a lot more copper. Doesn't give us any oil that I can see, but certainly cutting here and here gives us a whole lot more iron and copper. We'd have to cut down here, so let us go to the east, see what's in the east. As far as where we can potentially kind of section ourselves off a little bit of land. Oh, there's a nice big Nice big patch of coal. So if we came across here, right? So boom, boom, boom. We just got to see what we can do down here now. So we'll follow this coastline down. See where it goes. Oh shit. Uh-oh. We got problems, folks. Yeah. See, that's why you don't want to get trapped. Now our vehicle is still there, it looks like. So it looks like we might be able to salvage stuff out of it at some point. How far away are we? That's kind of a dangerous walk. I don't know if we can sneak over there or not. Alright, you know what we'll do? Hate to do this. You just kind of got to resign yourself to the fact that if you take chances in this game, you're gonna die, and you're gonna lose stuff. That's just the way it is. We got one. We're gonna want. Let's go up here. Alright, you know what? We'll grab those. Gears. Steel. Alright. Oh, motors. We want the motors. Alright, let's get down here. Build ourselves another vehicle. So the first thing we want, engines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need pipe. Alright. So we're building pipe over here. Pipe. Alright. There's our engines. Okay. We're going to want to build another submachine gun just to have one. Gears and copper. Gears, copper. Just the minimums. snag up some fuel. Dump the stuff we don't want to take with us because we don't want to lose it. And let's go get our crap. Just got to get used to the idea you're going to die. I mean, that's life, right? We're all going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. We're all going to die. Just not today. Hopefully. Alright, so we'll thread up between these two and go get this guy. Alright, you guys go back home. And while you guys go back home, I'm gonna see if I can loot this car. Oh, shiza. There I am. Well, grab me. And then I want to see if we can sneak in close enough. I'm gonna back up so that when I drive, I'm driving forward. Nope. I wanted to see if I could get in close enough and if you could take stuff out of the car. And apparently you can't. I think the car is just dead. I don't think you can get anything out of it. It's just dead. So it just stays there. It's dead. We can't salvage anything from it. Luckily, the only thing in it was a bunch of ammo and a bunch of coal. I mean, it sucks to lose the ammo, but life is life. Alright, so let us go south from here, because we know this curves and probably goes that way. So let us go south and see if we can hit some coastline. Big biter base there. Let's not get their attention. Big biter base there. Let's not get their attention. Oh well. Yikes, whole bunch of them after us. There's some more level 2 assemblers. kind of nice. Alright, let's see what we're looking at here. If we come this way, around that cliff, how we looking? Let's see. Alright. We're not going to pick up the belts. We got more important things to be worrying about, I think. Still want to continue to head south. Go through the thin parts of the forest. Alright, so there's coastline there. Follow the coastline. Avoiding the biter base. Small biter base there. A lot of trees on this planet. Keep pushing through the trees here. Alright, so that's a nice oil patch there. And it looks like this might, if we go straight across, we can potentially cut that off there, there. Alright, so eastward. Don't want to get up into that, but I don't want to get stuck down in this water. And it looks like that goes there, and then the only way in is that way. So we're going to go north of that biter base and come back down. Go through the thin parts here. Oh, crap. I don't think, well, we can drive through the shallows. Good. Yikes. Yikes. Oh crap, we're gonna die. Oh yeah, we're dead. Oh crap, we're gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're trying to get... The problem is shooting slows you down. Ah! Holy crap, we got out of it, maybe. Oh my goodness. Okay, that was special. Now, can we navigate our way back there? At least now we know what's down here. We got damned lucky. Now we can get home. Thank God we thought to take healing packs with us. Oop. Let's not walk into the biter nest. Or is that spitters? That's spitters and a worm. Even worse. Alright, well, we lost the second car, but it looks like we didn't lose our life this time. And since I'm not playing permadeath, we'll be okay. Whew! We is home. All right. Let's get up here. Alright, let's see what we got for technology real quick here. What is that? Adaptive armor. Interesting. Okay. We want... You know what? These go so fast now. Let's just wipe out an entire row while we figure out what we're doing here. Alright. So, let's see what we got. If we come across here, and then we come straight down. I just like having the water as anchors for the corners if we can. So we cut this off here. We cut this off here. We could potentially come down there. That's a lot of wall. We're not ready for that yet. I really want, what I mainly want is oil. we need oil. We need to be able to start with that. So if we come down here, and it might have to jiggy a little bit to get down here, and we come across, that'll give us this oil. Oil will start to give us lasers and things like that. Once we have lasers, we're going to be a lot better than what we are. We'll have to come down here and over and take this section. We're still okay on iron for now. We can come over and grab some of these little ones if we need to. As far as up here, let's see. Yeah, that's a lot to have to cut off. So I think our first effort is going to be down here. We're going to cut this off. We're going to cut this off at some location over here, because then that will give us this. And then that. And then that. That'll give us this sliver of land right here, which will give us oil. These guys, we'll let them keep coming up here and shooting for now. Because once we've got lasers, we can really start to expand much better, because we don't have to. The problem I'm trying to eliminate right now, or avoid, is having to feed walls with ammo, because that means having to bring ammo up to these places. If I can get lasers, electricity will go as far as you can run wires, and then we can start putting in lasers, and we can really kind of hold some territory with lasers. But we need oil to do that. It's the only resource we don't have right now that we need. So if we cut this off here, somewhere in here, and we can use the cliffs to do it, and we cut this off, and we cut this off, and we'll just have to make a bend, and we come down and we cut this off. That will give us this area. So we're going to shoot for extending this wall down first off. We don't care that there's going to be biters on the other side of it. They're not going to be there long. We'll cut this off, and we'll cut this off. We're just going to make a big push on building ammo and turrets. And what we'll do is we will, that's 4, 6, there we go. We'll let that fill up. We're going to let our ammo numbers fill up. Now that we're not making military science, it doesn't matter. We'll let that fill up. In fact, let's do this so that all of that goes right into those chests. We got enough military science to do any military science we need for right now. We're going to start getting on a war footing here. We've damn sure got enough walls. We don't have to build more walls, I don't think. I think we'll be fine with the amount of walls we have. Yeah, I'd say we are probably just fine on walls. So we just have to let that build up. Meanwhile, like I said, we're going to need glass. So let's look at starting to produce glass. Where's our crap that we put down? Right? We wanted to keep those. That stuff we will come back to in a little bit. we'll put those down in the labs real quick. Everything else we can keep on hand. All right. So, if that is military, then this is blue. We'll just unload all this blue. It'll go in the labs. It'll sit there until we use it. We're eventually going to have to start making blue science. But in the interim, we need military because we can't do sulfur without oil, and we can't do advanced circuits without oil. So we have to make this push for oil, which means a push for military. But while we're waiting on that, we can go ahead and get started on making glass. And glass is pretty simple and pretty straightforward. We need sand. And you know what? We can just do this. Do we have it? Where's the rest of it? We need some more of them. And we really only need one more. To start. We got a couple of chests. We got a couple. Okay, good. We're going to do this. We're going to do it right here. Because if we start now and we start slow, eventually we'll have plenty. Tell this, make sand. Tell this, make sand. There we go. And we just need electricity to it. So that should make sand. Sand will come into here. That will make glass. And we'll just start pumping glass into here. We'll fill these up. We don't need it right now. So by the time we need it, we will have 2 cases of it. We'll be good to go. Matter of fact, we don't have any more chests. Oh, there's one more chest. Time to make some more chests. There we go. Now we'll have 4 chests of it. We'll just let it go. Let it go. Oh. I can't sing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. There we go. Alright, guys. So there it is. We know what we're doing next time. We are going on a military campaign to close this off, to close this off, and to close this off so that we have our oil. And then we'll start with our crude oil production. But that's next episode is a land war expansion. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.